Hey everyone, welcome back. Nice to see you. How are you? Today I'm bringing you a guide on how to upgrade your Emerald Ruby starter deck on a budget. For less than $40, you'll have a fun, competitive deck that is sure to win you games at the next tournament. First, we're going to start off by looking at what we need to remove from the deck. We need to take out 2 Stampedes, 2 He's Got a Sword, 2 Stolen Scimitars, 1 Steal from the Rich, 3 Rapunzel, 2 Captains, 2 Scars, 2 Donald Ducks, 3 Megaras, 1 Mother Knows Best, and 1 Horse. Now let's take a look at what we need to add to the deck. First off, we need to add 2 Swords of Truth for good situational removal, 2 Stitch Abomination so you can get that lore damage in, 2 Poisoned Apple for more removal, 2 Cruella for pure card advantage, 3 Mulan so once you have a big developed board you can push through that lore, 3 Mother Gothel so that way you can keep your opponent off lore, 4 Cheshire Cat, again pure value, and 3 Flynn Rider for just more and more value. After you make the deck, this is what it should look like. Make sure to take a look and make sure your deck lines up with this. This deck really excels in 5 different areas. The first is the inkable casting costs and how many are inkable. In this deck we have 11 1-drops, 9 2-drops, and 16 3-drops, meaning that you're going to get your cards out early and put the aggression on. On top of that, 53 out of 60 cards are inkable, so you're never going to be short on ink. The next benefit of running this deck is you have a full suite of removal. You have 3 Dragonfire for non-situational removal, remove whatever you like, 2 Poisoned Apples, 2 Swords of Truth, as well as 2 Vicious Betrayals to make sure you get those beneficial trades. The name of this game for this deck is to get lore to 20 faster than they can. Easier said than done, but it certainly is easier when you have more than 20 creatures that have more than 2 lore, including Flynn, Cheshire, Pongo, Mad Hatter, Stitch, and Aladdin. With more than half our deck costing 3 or less to get out, that really makes Mulan shine. You're able to swing in for a big lore benefit across the table. One of the weaknesses of Emerald and Ruby is that it has no card draw, so what you need is to outvalue your opponent, and we do that in a number of ways. Hey everyone, let's take a look at the 4 cards that give us a lot of value in our deck. The first is Cruella. For only 2 inkable casting costs, you get a 1/3 with 1 lore that allows you to bounce their best creature and give you tempo if and when they decide to banish it. The next value card is probably my favorite card in Emerald. It's Flynn Rider. For only 2 inkable casting costs, you get a 1/2, which might not seem impressive until you see that it quests for 2 lore. This means that it is a must answer, and anytime they challenge this card, they have to discard a card. What this means is you're getting lore quick, they're losing cards every time they challenge it, and on top of that, they're wasting their turn challenging. This is exactly what you want. Next up is my favorite cat. For only 3 inkable casting costs, you get an 0/3. Again, not overly impressive until you note that it gets 2 lore each quest. In this deck, we're not really looking to challenge. We want to get as much lore as quickly as possible and have our opponent deal with us. And if and when they do decide to deal with us and they're able to banish this cat, their own creature gets banished. Now that's what I call value. And finally, we have the Mad Hatter. For 5 inkable casting costs, we get a creature with 3 lore on quest. That is fantastic. And the best part is, if they decide to challenge him, you get to draw a card. If they need to challenge him twice, you're getting 2 cards out of it while you're getting 3 lore a turn. This card will win you the game. And with that, that is a look at our budget upgrade for the Emerald Ruby starter deck. As you see, for less than $40, you're going to have a good, solid, cohesive deck with a ton of removal, a ton of low drop creatures you're going to be able to flood the board, with good trades, good value all throughout. Give it a try and let me know how it went in the comments below.